Well, apparently I wasn't recording anything. This is the second time I've run through this, and I just keep getting better and better. Hi, I'm Sam. This past week, this folk artist has been making beats. Here in Montreal, it's been a hot and humid week. For 4 days, the weather was stuck between 28 and like 34 degrees Celsius, which I haven't been using air conditioning here in Montreal for the past 3 years, so I'm kind of used to it. But for those of you that have difficulty like me putting a number to a feeling, I've created a little bit of a montage to show you just what it was like. I'm just so hot. It's so hot today. I've just been lying down. Aside from sweating, I've been working on some instrumentals or beats to use as the background music in my videos. I was wondering, what is my music vlog missing? What could a musician like me possibly add to his music vlog? And then it dawned on me, music. So I was looking at maybe how to license some music for use in my videos or to use free stuff, and then I realized the whole idea behind this series is to figure out what we can do with the resources we already have. In the spirit of the DIY project of this whole thing, I should be making my own beats. Even though I'm a folk artist, even though I mostly just play acoustic guitar, I've probably spent more time than I should have, and it's surprisingly less complicated than you might think to get started on it. Basically, what I wanted to use was like those lo-fi hip-hop things you can find on YouTube where there's a gif of an anime girl studying the exact same thing over and over again, like for hours. 10-hour loops of this girl just studying and falling asleep, like probably the least productive thing you can do. Have you ever been able to just wake up and get right to work? Oh, like she's probably been sleep deprived forever. That's just silly. Just a silly mistake. To make that sound was pretty simple. There's a lot of free stuff available online. I found this vinyl cracking sound, piano to use with my little MIDI controller here, drum samples, and finally the music program I'm using comes with a synth that you can program and make some cool sounds with. The program I'm using is called Reaper. Now Reaper is sort of like, if it was an operating system, it would be the Linux of operating systems. In that it's complicated to use, it's not so pretty, nothing seems too obvious or intuitive, but it can do everything you want it to do. It's also kind of like WinRAR in that you can use it indefinitely for as long as you want, but it'll remind you that you should pay for it and it'll tell you just how long you've been using the program. However, there are tons of tutorials. Once you get used to it, it gets easier. Also, I planted a sage last week and it was growing just fine. I was watering it and one day it started drooping over. And I thought, well, maybe he's just really thirsty today. So I gave him one more spritz of water and he's dead. This is the second year I've been trying to grow sage from seeds. It's the second year that they just droop over and die. I'm pretty sure I've just been overwatering them this whole time. As it turns out, the conditions needed to grow a seed are the same conditions needed to grow a fungus. The heat and humidity can bring life as well as take it away. It's hard to find a balance. It's not easy. It's not easy. However, my spider plant, Gerald is doing just great. He's just doing awesome. He's so good. I'm proud of you, Gerald. And my green onions are also doing pretty good too. Other than that, this week I have submitted my grant application. I demoed out my song called Vegetable Head. Nectar of a body. If you'd like to hear it, it's on Patreon. Also, I have 2 patrons now. I'd like to thank Mike, audio guru and friend who's been supporting me for years, and also thanks to Dad, my dad, who has been supporting me for years and years and years. We go way back, like 25 years, give or take. 25 years? 25 years now? So if you liked this video, don't forget to press the subscribe. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Smash that like button. Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt your keyboard or your fingers. I'm sure that you could find a reasonable amount of smash to transmit into your fingers and into the mouse or keyboard or whatever. Above all, I just don't want you to get hurt. There's also some links to music that I've already created and the Patreon page in the description below. You're gonna have to press the show more button if you want to see it. If you don't press show more, they're not gonna show you more. That's just how it works. I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. Until then, thanks for joining me. I hope to see you again, and have a great week.